Bombadoo. Hey, mouth, move. Move. Mouth, why aren't you moving? Okay, it's working now. Alrighty, let us continue our Final Fantasy journey. Sorry I was gone. I'm back. Hopefully for permanence. Cough, cough, die. I figure I should probably actually make some progress now. I hope I've done enough level grinding. Hello. I figure this is probably since this is a very, very different time slot from what I'm usually doing, I have a feeling that some people who have been regulars up until now might miss it. I hope that people are still able to make it, but I hope too many people haven't completely lost interest, but we shall see. Excuse you, sir. How dare you? This is probably one of my favorite animations. Although the one from 8 is really good too. Let's see. Use your other summon. Because otherwise Yuna tends to be one of the characters who I have the most trouble leveling up. And that's bad. Your healer needs to be strong so that they can survive in order to keep your other characters alive. Otherwise, bad things happen. So. Oh. Goodbye, doggy. Oh, Yuna. Yuna. Please don't kill him. Thank you. Well, I guess I should say please don't kill her. Valefor has very obvious boobies. Hello, welcome. Doodly doo 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 doopy doo. I think the next thing we're gonna be doing... Oh, hey. Looks like most of the regulars are managing to show up. I'm glad. I was really worried that changing to a different time would throw people off too much. I'm glad people are still able to make it. Okay, Yuna. That's enough of you. Let's get someone else in here. Let's have you beat up the dog. You beat up that guy. And then you beat up that guy. Yeah. I'm sorry to everyone that I've been so absent lately. I've been dealing with some mental things on my end. Hopefully it will not hinder me too much. In the long run, there's a lot of things that I want to be able to do with this channel that I just feel like I'm not at the point in my life where I feel like I can do those things, because like I still live in an apartment, and so like one of the things that I want to do the most is like do like song covers, because I really like to sing, and there's a lot of nerdy Vocaloid music that I really like that I want to sing. But like, because I live thank you very much, but because I live in an apartment with like pathetically thin walls, it's not even so much a thing of being embarrassed. It's not like, I don't know, I just don't really want to, I don't know, be that big of a nuisance to my neighbors, I guess. So it's something that I've been avoiding doing, even though it's something I really want to do. But hopefully in the future I will find a solution or a better living condition. And Blizzard. Oh, actually, yes, Hibikase is a song I would absolutely love to sing. I fucking love that song. Honestly, I love anything from Giga. Giga is so fucking good. Honestly, of all the Giga songs, I would love to do a cover of Gigantic OTN, but that song is so fast. I don't like, even like the chorus is not the issue, it's the verses, because if you listen, Len literally starts singing the next line before he's even finished singing the line before it. So it's not even a matter of there like not being anywhere to breathe in the song. It's literally impossible to sing it unless you sing each line individually and then stitch them all together. Yes, of course I would want to do a cover of Gigantic OTN. I fucking love Gigantic OTN. Holy Land's Explosion Boy, I'd probably do that one too, honestly. I mean, if there's a Vocaloid song about penises, then chances are I'm probably going to do a cover out of it at some point. It's just, if I do that song, I am going to have to, do it in, chunks. I'm going to have to record it in pieces and then splice them together in post, because it's literally impossible to sing the verses, the Gigantic OTN. I don't believe anyone has ever successfully done it, because it, like, literally the next line starts before the previous one finishes. It's impossible. But I do love that song. So I really want to cover it at some point. No! Yuna, get in here and fix it. Yeah. Tell your world. Spectre, Stride Light. And oh, I love Childish War. That's one that I would need someone else on board to sing it with me, though. Because that's a song you just can't really do on your own. You need two people. And Weekender Girl is really good, too. God, there's so many good Vocaloid songs. I fucking love Vocaloid. Y'all, have you ever heard of Vocaloid? 'Cause I fucking love it.
紹介したものの
ユウナっていうの。
ひくり
こんにちは、ひくり。
ユーナ様なぎ説作ってくれる
はーい。楽しみに待っててね。
やったー
ユーナ様のなぎ説楽しみに待たせていただきますね。
はい、頑張ります。
ガードの皆様もご苦労様です。
We're doing an okay job. She's not dead yet, and that's the goal.
なぎ説って何？
なぎ説はシンがいない期間のこと。召喚師がシンを倒してから次のシンが現れるまでの期間よ。
あれ？
シンは生まれ変わるの。
そう
Oh,
か。
yeah, you need
変だと
to
思ってたんだよな。
familiarize yourself with the Vocaloid music, because there's so many great and ridiculous songs out there
でもさ、
while you're here being a normie.
シンが生
Lol.
まれ変わるのを知ってて、
それでもシンを倒すのは無駄。
Vocaloid music is
言
so
わないでね。
ridiculous.
たとえどんなに短くても、
There's so many
シンに怯えること
there's so many producers
安心して眠れる日。
making so many songs about such ridiculous topics that like you would never.
それを無駄だなんて言わないで。
It's so great.
あの時の言葉
I love it so
よ
much.
く覚えてるよ。
I love that, like, even at like the official Hatsune Miku concerts, like things that you would never expect to show up in a concert still manage to show up. It's really fun. Like, like when it was Miku's 10th anniversary and they were getting people who had made Vocaloid music in the very early days of the fandom. Like the very early days of Vocaloid, back before it was even really a thing on YouTube, back when it was still just people on Nico Nico Doga. Like people, they reached out to people who were in the very early parts of the fandom and asked them to like come back and write new music to celebrate the 10th anniversary. And one of the people who they reached out to is a guy who is a bit of a negative person. And so when he wrote his song, he wrote a song called Sand Planet, which was basically a song about how he felt like the current state of things had like completely lost the original creative spark that made the Vocaloid community interesting when he originally joined. And like the company that created Hatsune Miku was like, okay, yeah, if that's the song you want to write, if that's how you feel, like that's what we want. We don't want to try to stifle your creativity. We want you to be able to use our software as earnestly and be as genuine to yourself as possible. And we'll still put that song in the concert. We don't care. If that's genuinely how you feel, we want you to express that. And I think that's really cool of them. Like most other corporations would want to like step in and prevent you from saying or doing something that might like reflect badly on their virtual pop idol, but they by and large don't. They want you to be able to use it to say whatever you want, and I think that's very noble of them. And the same with like the song Hyper Reality Show. I did not expect that to ever end up in a Vocaloid concert, but because like it's another song that kind of has a bit of like an anti-capitalist, like all of this is fake, why are we listening to a virtual pop idol, this is all so stupid kind of hinge to it. And they were like, yeah, we're gonna put that in the next Hatsune Miku concert. And I was like, that's amazing. And it's also one of my favorite Vocaloid songs by one of my favorite Vocaloid producers, so I was really excited about that. I feel like the company behind Hatsune Miku is just, they're way more punk rock than people give them credit for, and I really appreciate it. It really depends on the corporation, but like I feel like a lot of the newer companies coming out of Japan tend to be a lot more, especially the ones that are like run by otaku or very otaku focused, they tend to be a lot more how do I put it? They're a lot less like stifling, I guess. Because like I've noticed that with a lot of the VTuber stuff coming out of Japan, as well as a lot of them tend to be a lot more like a lot of the VTuber companies I've noticed they tend to treat their talent a lot better than like your typical Japanese idol company. They tend to be a lot more worried about like the mental health of their employees and sticking up for them when people do like really stupid things to them. And given how idol companies can be sometimes, I very much appreciate that. Party Junkie is really good though. Like, that's a good song. I love Party Junkie. Party Junkie's a great song. Yeah, like that's really stupid. I know that people actually asked one of the girls who works for HoloLive about that, and she said, yeah, no, there's no rule against us dating. We're allowed to do that. And like there's also what's it called? There's a lot of things that like typically with like popular idols, you're not supposed to talk about certain things with your audience or in public, and that's another thing that I've noticed that HoloLive and a lot of the VTuber companies are very different about. Like I know one of the HoloLive girls recently, she actually had a mental breakdown, and rather than like telling her, hey, don't talk about this publicly, no one needs to hear about this, she was actually like very forward with her chat and talking about like, yeah, so one of the other girls showed up at my apartment and she made me go to the hospital and I got diagnosed with depression and I'm taking medication and seeing a therapist and blah 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 blah. And I just thought that was really neat, because you typically don't see that kind of thing. Are you serious? Titus, stay alive. Yeah. A lot of corporations tend to be really shitty about that kind of thing. That's why I'm glad that a lot of the newer companies coming out of Japan are trying to be a lot better about it.
とどめどんなもんだい
What kind of sword was that? Yeah. It's actually one of the things that I think is one of the big strengths of like virtual YouTubers and pretty much anything that like replaces a real life celebrity with a fake one, like Vocaloid, stuff like that, is it helps put people less in harm's way. It's nice to have a way for people to make that kind of entertainment without having to feel like they have so many eyes literally on them, their real person, scrutinizing like everything they do. And
常にこうありたいものだ。
doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Next thing we're supposed to be doing is supposed to be, once we get up there, I think the next thing on the next screen is the Chocobo Eater is the next big thing we're supposed to be doing, which I'm not looking forward to. I always fuck up that part real bad. Well, I think that it's definitely something that Japan's attitude is changing on. As a country, they've become a lot more used to the idea of same-sex relations.
俺感動しちゃったよ
惜しかったな、わっか。
何サボってるんですか？
それは召喚師様のご一行が
余裕があるのは結構だが、作戦準備は一刻を争う。わかるな？
ほっ、申し訳ありません。
It is moving very slowly. Although, I did hear that apparently they're moving forward with trying to push for more
た方がうまくいくんだよ。
なるほど
I did hear about that, but I also heard that apparently the Tokyo area is trying to legalize gay marriage, at least in the Tokyo area. It obviously wouldn't be like a national thing,
でも、
but
できることならこのままビサイドへ帰って。
it's one of those things where if that happened in Tokyo, it would eventually happen in the rest of the country, because like Japan is a country that really values its capital and puts a lot of attention on what's going on in its capital. So I have a feeling that once it happens in Tokyo, it'll eventually trickle into the rest of the country, just because even in Japan, people think of Tokyo as Japan. Like, so if it's normal in Tokyo, it would be seen as weird for it not to be normal in the rest of Japan. So I'm hoping that that ends up coming to pass. I've only heard a little bit about it, but apparently it's supposed to be something that's happening in February. So I guess keep your eyes peeled for that. Do, do, do. That would also be nice too, but unfortunately that's something that I think can only really happen on a country by country basis. Yeah. I was a bit bummed out when yeah, it would take a long time. I was bummed out with the prime minister race. Honestly, most of the people who I talked to who live in Japan were pretty bummed out by the results as well. But unfortunately, it is still a problem where a lot of young people in Japan just don't go out and vote. They have a very opposite mindset when it comes to politics compared to how Americans are. Whereas like Americans tend to get into politics really hard right when they graduate from high school or like right when they turn 18 and are very into it until they get older, and then they start to lose interest in politics. In Japan, it's the opposite. In Japan, they typically don't really want to get into politics when they're younger because they're like, I only have so much more time. They're like, I only have so much time until I have to become a for real adult, so I don't want to get into this stuff until I absolutely have no choice. And then once they're older and it starts being things that like, things start coming up in their lives that they're like, oh, well, I care about like my like retirement and stuff like that. So that's when they typically get into politics. Doop-de-doo.
シンを倒せば文句ないだろ。
しかしエボンの教えでは
Shalinda.
しつこいですか。どうかされましたか。召喚師様ですか。はい、ユーナと言います。お会いできて光栄です。私はシェリンダと申します。巡回層を務めております。
揉めてたのは例の討伐隊の作戦のことか。
ルッツとガッタが言ってた大作戦のことか。
機械を使うと聞いて、なんとか止めたいと思いまして。
なんで？
彼らはジーンが禁止している機械を使おうとしているらしいのよ。
まずいっすよね。使えるものは何でも使えばいい。シンを倒せるとは思わないんだ。
倒せる倒せないの問題ではない。
Honestly, it's probably best just not to be talking about that kind of stuff in chat. I worry that, I mean, I don't think it'll affect my ability to stream at all, but I don't know, it's probably just not a good idea.
私も駆け出しの召喚師でまだまだ未熟者です。でも自分のことを未熟だと言ってしまったらなんだか言い訳みたいだと思いませんか。そうですね。私もっとしっかりしないと。
ありがとうございます、ユーナ様。
No, it's
なん
understandable.
だかうまくやれそうな気がしてきました。
And honestly, like, I don't mind it too much. I just think it's probably a bad idea to talk about specific politicians. Just because, I don't know. I feel like that. I feel like that's a kind of dangerous thing to talk about on these kind of platforms. But like, I don't think that talking about like wanting gay marriage to be legalized is a bad thing. I don't think that's like gonna cause any problems. Damn it. Okay, we're running away.
気にあったら叩きのめす。
Phoenix down. Oh, that's right. I forgot. This game, everyone automatically heals at the end of battle, so I don't need to do that. You guys can't take Kimari or Orin or Waka because they're all already mine. All of them belong to me. Every single one of them.
ここで休んでいく。
でもこれアルベド人の店っすよ。
問題でもあるのか。
アルベドは教えに従わないし、それにほらルカではあいつらユーナをさらったんですよ。
ガードがだらしないからだな。
アーロンさんは
I'm gonna have to fight my chat so that I can take all of the men in this game as my sister wives.
疲れたんだ。
Like I said, Waka gets better. He learns.
眠れるかっつうの。
I should probably go ahead and level everyone up. Hello. Welcome to the stream. A severe Yu-Gi-Oh addiction. One of my friends actually bought me the Yu-Gi-Oh I can't remember what it's called. One of the Yu-Gi-Oh games that's available on Steam. And I've been trying to play it. I have not played Yu-Gi-Oh since like the original, like old ass Duel Monsters. And so I was trying to play it with him, and I had no idea what the hell was going on the entire time.
キーリカで見たのとは全然違っていた。静かで優しい夕日だった。何してるっすか？
I'm trying to learn how to play current Yu-Gi-Oh though, because he did buy the game specifically so that me and him could play it together. So I feel kind of bad just being like, hey, so I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
穏やかな
I feel like I should try to put up an actual fight for him.
毎日ニコニコして暮らせたらいいのにな。
From what I understand, even though even the people who like are hella into the Yu-Gi-Oh card game think Pendulum is kind of bullshit. That is what I have heard. I don't know how true that is, but
そうできたらいいな。
the little whispers and murmurs that I hear, mostly from like other YouTubers, seems to indicate that Pendulum is a nightmare, a confusing nightmare that no one understands.
罪が許されるまで真は消えないの。
どうしたら罪は許されるんだ？
I quit Yu-Gi-Oh after they introduced Pendulum Summon.
ああ
Yeah,
楽したことか。
that's kind of
でも
it's kind of the energy I get from most people.
変なの。小さな頃から当たり前だと思ってたのに。悪いから悪いと思ってたけど本当はわからない。知らないことたくさんあるんだ。
それじゃあ俺と一緒だ。召喚師がそんなことではいけませんぞ。
Haha, old people are hilarious.
ダメだよそんな失礼なこと。
I cannot argue. I cannot tell you you're correct, or I cannot tell you that you are wrong, because I do not know. I have no fucking clue.
試合中は試合のことだけに集中しないとピリッと動けないんだ。ああ、最前列右から5番目の女の子かわいいとか、デートするならどこ行こうとか考えてると負けちゃうんだよな。だからユーナも先のことは後でゆっくり考えるっすよ。めんどくさいこと考えるのはシンを倒した後でいいだろう。
そうだね。
I did not watch any of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5,
でもさ、
but I did watch a video of a girl explaining why Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 is apparently the fucking worst. That's the extent of my Arc 5 knowledge, is watching someone talk about how it's fucking terrible.
その力を身につけるのが私たち召喚師の旅の目的なの。究極召喚の祈り子様は北の果てで召喚師を待ってるんだ。最果ての地、ザナルカンド。
Second worst dueling record of all the anime protagonists. I believe it.
勘違いするな。前に滅んだ都市の遺跡だ。
I believe that power creep affects the anime as well. I don't doubt that for a second.
本当に遺跡なのか？
そう聞いてるけど。
信用できなければ自分の目で確かめることだな。ユーナ、そろそろ中へ入れ。
ザナルカンド、一緒に行けるかな。
うん、行く。ザナルカンドへ行って自分の目で確かめるよ。
I know next to nothing about Zexal. I am now aware that its protagonist is named Yuma. I only learned that just now.
それは俺のザナルカンドじゃないって確かめたかった。
Okie dokie. Save.
ぬやはみ。
It is Rin.
ああ、これは申し訳ない。すまないというつもりが、ついアルベド語が出たようで。
あんたアルベド人なのか？
うん。私はリン。この店のオーナーです。紛れ焼きせ。
え？
はじめましてという意味ですな。
ああ、じゃあ俺も紛れやっきせ。
うん。もし興味があれば、アルベド語学習用の本がスピラのあちこちに置いてあります。それを見
You're
つけて
trying to fight Fate, but Fate has it out for you. You will play a Zexal deck, whether you like it or not.
判定しましょう。でも、あんまり得意になって話すと嫌われるかもしれませんね。
I've heard that the writing in the GX anime is really good.
ああ、アルベド人は嫌われてる
I've
みたいだ
never
もんな。
watched it though. The only one that I have watched a little bit of is the very first.
盤面派。
Or not actually the first, but the first of the dual monsters.
出番だ。魔物を倒すんだろう。
え？
おお、それはありがたい。これを使ってください。
あ？
チョコボ乗り場へ行くわよ。
Alright, let's give this a try. Hopefully I can save the poor chocobos. BlazBlue is good. I know it's pronounced Blaze Blue, but I'm always gonna call it BlazBlue because that's how it's spelled. Yeah, I've heard that like with the once they started doing like the dubs of like all of the Yu-Gi-Ohs after the original one, they just started like making a big joke out of it. So it really is. I love so many of the dudes in BlazBlue. So good. Okay. You need to cast fire on it a whole lot. Over and over, a whole lot. You should probably switch out with Orin since he can do a lot of damage. Lulu. Ouch. Yay! Cringe culture is not dead, and it's the English dub of Arc 5. Right, let us keep the memento going. Memento? Momentum, that's what I meant to say. Probably cast haste on him too, just so we can do big damage. Why do you need to know what the plot of BlazBlue is when Bang Shishigami's butt cheeks are entirely hanging out of his pants? At that point, plot is so irrelevant. His butt cheeks have become the plot. Israel, which one is that one? I'm not familiar with that. I honestly haven't played BlazBlue in a long ass time. I think I played it when the first one came out and I was just like, damn, there's a lot of hot guys in this game. You asshole. Big buff dude with long blue hair. I'll have to check him out. Big buff dude with long blue hair does sound good. That sounds like a thing I would enjoy. Personally, I would not fuck Jubei. Personally. Oh, yeah, Iron Tiger is also good. Yay! We saved the Chocobos! We're heroes. The Chocobos will love us forever.
せっかくですから皆さんチョコボに乗りませんか。魔物退治のお礼を兼ねて初回に限り無料にさせていただきましょう。お乗りになられるのでしたらこちらの者に声をおかけください。
ありがとうございました。助かりました。
Now let's go save so that no one can take this victory away from me. Oh, YouTube. How dare you? Ruining all our horrible, sexy fun. Okay. Now let us continue on our journey. Iron Tiger is also really good. But I just have a special soft spot for Bang Shishigami because his character is so ridiculous and his butt cheeks are so hanging out of his pants. I feel like he was genuinely designed for me. He feels like he appeals to my sensibilities too much for it to be an accident. Stop. He does get very nude a lot. That too. Also, did you guys see the statue they came out with of Zabania, I think is how his name is pronounced? Because that statue's really nice. I didn't buy it because I knew, well, to be honest, I knew that they were only going to do a limited run of him anyway, and he's not my favorite character. So I knew that if I buy him, then that means that someone who wants him way more than me wouldn't be able to get him. So I figured, you know what? I don't need to do it. I'll just save the $200 and hope that they come out with a character who I like even more, and then I'll buy that statue. Like if they come out with one of the like ultra thick, like ultra Mick large, huge, possibly stinky looking men, then I'll buy one of those, but I'll let someone else have Zabania. Let's get Yuna in here to heal Titus. Wrong. White magic, that's what we need. An anime would be nice. I don't... Yes, Jin. Jin is the big, possibly stinky man that I want a statue of. God, that would be nice. It would be nice. I don't think it would ever happen, though. I mean, I know that the clouds around him are just supposed to represent the fact that he's a genie, but let's be real, we all know what we thought when we saw them. Yes, that is also part of it. He is also a gym teacher, so he probably works up quite a sweat most of the time when you think about it. Stop killing Titus. I swear to God. I don't think they would do that. I think they would do what they do with like most of the female romances in anime, where they just wouldn't be willing to actually use any terminology that would make it definitively romantic or definitively homosexual. They would just try to pussy around it enough that you could argue that it's just friendship is what I think they would do. I don't think they would actually try to make it straight because like they know who's buying the, they know who's playing the game. But I do still believe that they would probably be cowards.
調子に乗らないの。
Though alternatively, if instead of trying to make it for TV, if they just did it as an original net show, they could probably get away with being a bit more blunt about those kind of things. Poor Shalinda. She's so bad at everything. Man, I have not watched an actual season of Precure before, but I saw the artwork for that one, the tropical themed one, and I was like, I feel like this is the one that I need to sit down and actually watch because the presentation is just so colorful and it just speaks to me so much. Also, yes, I also love chubby protagonist. That's another problem of it, that I feel like if they did an anime of Tokyo After School Summoners, which protagonist would they go with? Yeah. But that's the thing, they'll never straight up say that they're lesbians, so that the prudes in the audience can still feel like they're not being weirded out by the show. Yeah, personally, Muscle Protag is my fave, with Chubby Protag being a close second, which I feel is pretty obvious if you look at myself. It should be pretty obvious what my personal favorite looks like. There's a reason I have a body pillow that looks like this. They seem like very good friends. Wait, nope. Yep. There we go, Lulu. To be fair, I've had a number of times where people have thought that I was dating a guy when really he's just like a guy who I've been friends with since we were kids. So, I mean, that stuff does happen, but still. It is always funny when like someone is very clearly definitely gay and definitely in a relationship with another person and people still treat it like they're just friends.
私はね、召喚師なのよ。
申し訳ありませんが、どうかご理解ください。
召喚師の旅を邪魔するなんて何考えてるわけ？
申し訳ありませんが、例外はありません。
話にならない。
See, I need a guy like Bartello. This is what I want. Donna, you whore. You absolute monster, ruining everything for everyone.
今度ブリッツ教えてくれよな。
That is also true. A good relationship must be founded on a good friendship. Donna always wants to speak to every manager.
すまないが通行止めだ。
God damn it, let me through.
召喚師様とガードだろ。迷惑かけてすまない
She
な。
really is, though. Like,
協
it
力
she may have existed since before the Karen stereotype existed, but she kind of always was one, like from the very beginning. And here comes the creep. Me too, Titus.
またお会いできましたね、ユーナ殿。どうしましたか？お困りのようですが。
実は
Oh my god, it's Hatsune Miku. I loved your music.
なるほど。
お待ちしておりました。作戦司令部にご案内いたします。
その前に頼みがある。
は、何なりと。
召喚師ユーナ殿とガードたちも通してほしいのだが。
お言葉ですが、シモア
I
様。
think I mentioned this in a previous stream, but I did watch a video of a guy explaining how to make Seymour's wig in case you ever want to cosplay him, and it mostly consisted of not actually styling a wig. Instead, you mostly like build a prosthetic out of like styrofoam and then cut the hair off of the wig and then just glue it onto the styrofoam. Because you can't really make hair do any of that.
ユーナ行くわよ。
偉そうなやつ。
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
本当に偉いんだよ。
That is something that I would pay someone else to animate because I do not have the skills for it, but now I want to see it. So if there's anyone out there that can make that happen and wants some money, I'd be happy to give you the money to make it happen. Actually, you know what? I just realized someone has probably ripped his model from the game and converted it to Miku Miku Dance file format. So I probably actually could make that happen without actually having to do any work. So never mind, I take that back. I have plans for the future now that you've put that horrible, horrible idea into my head.
エボンの老師、このシーモアがしかと見届けよう。
どういうことだあれ。どうしてシモア老師は討伐隊を応援するんだ。アルベド族の機械を使う作戦だぞ。教えに反する作戦だぞ。
教えに背いてはいるけど、みんなの気持ちは本当だと思うな。シーモア様もそう思ってらっしゃったんだよ、きっと。
おいルー。
ただの視察じゃない？
本人に聞くんだ。
Poor Donna. We're just destroying her.
やはりアーロン殿でしたか。お会いできて光栄です。ぜひ。
She did nothing to deserve the things we're saying about her.
この10年のことなど。
俺はユーナのガードだ。そんな時間はない。
それはそれは。
Donna deserves it. Okay, fine. You're probably right. She does.
はい。
どうかそんなに緊張なさらずに。
シーモア様はなぜにここにいらっしゃられますのでしょうか？
普段の言葉でどうぞ。
エボンの教えに反する作戦止めないとまずくないですか？
確かにそうですね。しかし討伐隊もアルベド族もスピラの平和を真剣に願っています。彼らの純粋な
I like that that's a sentiment I hear from a lot of people.
実現するのです。
I am unfamiliar with Miraculous Ladybug. I've never watched it, but the thing I always hear from anyone who is familiar with it is, you don't need to watch it. It's fine. You don't need to know.
私は声援を惜しまないつもりです。
でもアルベド族の機械はまずいっすよ。
見なかったことにしましょう。
老子様がそんなこと言ったらみんなに示しがつかないっすよ。
では聞かなかったことに。
マジっすか？
初めて見た時からシーモは好きじゃなかった。でもこの時はシーモアの方がいいこと言ってると思ったんだ。
Her last name is literally bourgeoisie. Okay, yeah. Sounds like the show is very not subtle. So I'm gonna guess she's kind of a bitch.
Yuna 様とガードさんたちですね。
はい。
作戦司令部へどうぞ。シーモア老師がユーナ様ぜひとのことです。
はい。
司令部はあっちなのでそっちの道からどうぞ。こっちの方は作戦準備でごたついてるんですんませんです。
Daughter of the mayor of Paris. Well, isn't that illustrious? Okay, you need... I think this might be the first time we're actually casting water on something. I did know that much. That it takes... Well, I at least knew it takes place in France. I guess I didn't know about the Paris part. That's quite a combination of shows. Oh, Awaka. I should talk to you and get stuff. Kill that. Lulu.
終わらせてやる。
You kill that. No, this literal child is irredeemable. I mean, to be fair, have you ever spoken to children? They're not great.
潜り込んでやったぜ。未編セッション価格で大儲けしてやる。でも少年は特別だ。恩人価格で OK だからな。
Yes, you absolutely do need to draw that. That's fantastic. I want to see Jacob wearing Panty's outfit. I want to see that very badly, very much so. Let's see. I can't read any of this. I'm so bad at kanji. Which is the theme of next stream. Tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, I will be trying to play a video game that will hopefully help me to learn how to read more kanji, so that hopefully I won't be such a complete poo brain when I'm playing this game. Because I would like to actually have some kind of idea of what the hell I'm doing. Do I need to talk to you first? Oh, well, thank you for that. I'll take a high potion. Chloe single-handedly causes over 50% of the acclimatization.
討伐隊に負けらんないよな。
Chloe, you shit. Why are you like this? Oh, thank God. I have a feeling that he hits pretty hard, so... The less often he makes contact, the better. Oh my God, yes. Kanji from Persona 5 makes me feel sinful things. Although, not as sinful as Dojima. That man can absolutely get it. I am glad that I at least learned that Chloe is a bitch and I should not trust her. Thanks for that, Titus. That was very necessary. Violate my rights, Doji Daddy. Honestly, yeah. I think it's a cute series. It is the best thing ever. No, but I think it's kind of silly and cute and entertaining. I mean, I'm having fun joking at its expense, but like, obviously I know that people wouldn't be watching it if they legit didn't like it, you know? So obviously there's got to be something redeeming about the show. I've just never actually sat down and watched it, so I don't know shit about it. You absolute ass. Everyone, please wake up. Quality has gone down in recent seasons. I mean, I feel like that just kind of happens with any show that's been going on for a long time. It's inevitable. That's honestly why I try to avoid following any of those like long-running shonen anime. Like, I'll get into something like Naruto, and then once it reaches the point where I'm like, oh, this is one of those shows, then I just stop. Because I know that eventually it's going to reach a point where I just don't like it anymore. You guys are the worst. Yeah, Bleach is another one of them. Bleach and Naruto are the two that, like, those were the ones that I learned my lesson with, because I got into them because the beginning of, like, at the start they were really good, and then they just kept going, and I'm like, why do they keep going? Make it stop. Guard. Guard. What's the button for guard again? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Naruto made me sad. I feel like DBZ is really the only one of those like super long shonen anime I was able to get into. But even then, like in the long run, when you compare it to some of the others, it's really not as long as like some of the other ones. And I even thought that one was exhausting. Yeah. I also am highly questionable of the quality of My Hero Academia. Well, I mean, to be fair, I lost interest as soon as the tournament arc started. I tried. I really wanted to like it. Yeah. Taji Cutout. He is so good looking. I love him. I mean, that artist, honestly, just, in my opinion, can do no wrong. I love every character that they've designed. Yeah. I had to stop following My Hero Academia once the tournament arc started, just because, like, of course, a Shonen Jump property has to have a fucking tournament arc, and once it starts, I just lose interest. Okay. Let's get this guy back in here. Bird just doesn't want to die. His thighs really, like, that artist is so good at making sexy legs. Like, incredibly good at drawing sexy legs. But his characters also always have great pecs too. Like, I just love the way that artist draws a lot. Yeah. He can undress me any day. Excuse you. Excuse you. Oh, at least they'll be taken care of after the battle's over. I can't remember the name of the artist. I'm really bad with names. I'm very bad with names. Everyone should be making art and sexy stuff of that character. Absolutely everyone. Always and forever. Dressrosa. I don't think I know Dressrosa. I'll have to look that up. Nope, nothing to learn from it. I was hoping. Oh, One Piece. One Piece has been going on for quite a while. Though I've heard some people tell me that it's still really good. Yeah. I like that artist, and I like all those characters. They're all really nice. I've never watched or read Fairy Tail. I have heard both good and bad things about it. I know I like the white-haired girl's design. The one that I see a lot of sexy fan art of. I like her design. I understand why there's a lot of sexy fan art of her. I think she's really cute. And his inbred father, Gunso. Yeah, I was talking about that in the last stream, how they're not canonically related, but they're definitely for real related, even though they're not actually related. Thank you, Oren. Should probably heal and level up. As a buff cowman in a Speedo, he's kind of useless but hot. Have I seen that guy? Is he literally like a cowman? Like a furry? Like a cow with buff muscles standing on his hind legs? I feel like I might have seen him before. Okay. And MP. Fyra. And Sundara. Yay, we're getting into the second level spells. So Gray, who's a running gag, is stripping. Apparently I need to check out Fairy Tail. Didn't realize there were hot guys in it, but apparently there are. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. There's usually at least a couple hot guys in a shonen anime. Oh, well, I still don't have Blizzara, so just regular Blizzard will have to do. Okay, please don't run me over with your giant bird. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Hi, potion. Oh! Fairy Tail's by the same person who did Rave Master? I didn't know that. I'm not super familiar with that one. I just remember that I liked the art style. That does explain it, because I do like the art style in Fairy Tail a lot. I just haven't actually tried reading it before or watching it. Honestly, these days, if I read a manga, it's typically one of those adult ones. I don't read as much manga as I used to. I feel bad about it. I used to read a lot of manga. I can see that. Sometimes all I want is generic jank or just, you know, mindless bullshit, because sometimes I just don't want to think all that much. But it definitely depends on, you know, it also depends on like what I had previously watched or what I was previously reading, because like I wouldn't normally watch something well, actually this is a very good lived experience of mine that I can use to explain this. After I finished watching Revolutionary Girl Utena, which is one of my favorite anime, it's incredibly good, I love that anime, but after I finished watching it, I needed something that was just stupid. I needed something that I did not need to think or form coherent thoughts, or I just needed something completely mindless. And I found that in Junguru no Oja Ta-chan, which is just a really stupid anime and manga that sort of parodies and satirizes the story of Tarzan. And by that I mean it really doesn't do that at all. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And that's just what I needed. That's exactly what I needed after Utena. I love Utena, and I go back and watch it constantly because I love it so fucking much. But after I finished watching it the first time, I was like, this is heavy as shit, and I need something just mindless to chill me out. And that was the anime that got me through it. I needed Ta-chan. It's so dumb, and I love it. And it's also full of men not wearing very much clothing, so that's another thing that helped me after Utena. I mean, I can understand that. I think with Utena, it's... Oh, a lot is happening.
俺も前線で戦わせてくださいよ。
上の決定だ。
俺だっていつまでも新米じゃないんです。前線に出して。
I need to watch more of Asobi Asobase. I watched a little bit of it, and I loved it so much. It was so good. Just the little bit I watched cracked me up. Normally, those kind of tropes don't really bother me, to be honest, because most of the time, I mean, it's just like weird fetish stuff, whatever, I don't really care. But especially in the case of Utena, I think for the most part, like, in Utena, it doesn't really present any of those characters who have those feelings as being healthy. Like, it makes it pretty clear that, like, all of the characters in the show are really fucked up. So it's not trying to, like, present it as something glamorous or something to be imitated. In fact, like, every single one of the relationships that's like that ends up not sustaining. Oh wait, I used the wrong one. Oops. Oh, well, that didn't fuck it over that bad. But, yeah. It didn't really frame it as something to be enjoyed or imitated. Which, to be fair, even when an anime does have those kind of tropes and does present them in a fetishistic way, I don't really think it's meant. I don't think it really encourages it to be imitated in real life. But especially in the case of Utena, where it really did go out of its way to be like, these relationships are not good. They're not healthy. They're very bad for these people. So, I don't know. Like, especially, I think of the one of the last scenes with Nanami in the car with her big brother, where like he starts coming onto her and she starts, like, when he starts coming onto her, she realizes like, oh hey, this is fucked up, and she starts to reject it. I don't know. Utena has a lot of stuff going on, and I think it's a wonderful show and I love it. Yeah, no one at Otori Academy is trustworthy. It's a bad idea to go to that school. But like, even with stuff like that anime, My Little Sister Can't Possibly Be This Cute, I don't really think anime like that is as dangerous as people make it out to be. But especially in the case of Utena wasn't even doing anything along those lines. It was very much trying to make a point about how it wasn't good. Yeah, Nanami is a really... I love Nanami. She's such a good character. I love all of the Utena cast. They're all such good, well-written, fucked up people. But anyway, I think I'm gonna have to call it for today. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I need to get some food. And hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna be playing Learn Japanese to Survive Kanji Combat. And so I hope I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye bye for now.